Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, Allen. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Yeah, what up, G? I'm still fucked up a little bit.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Out routed, he connects with Freiermuth. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came with touchdown.
Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
My biggest fan, Pooty. What's up, man?
They had the football wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. They got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 67 yards. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll dump this off to Cook. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In motion right is the running back. Allen now on third and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. George Karlaftis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick is indeed good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, not too long ago, Charles, it was a new NFL record, but instead it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where it would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Again, he finds Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I told him my dreams ain't believe this. I can't lie, I just was on the bus stop, getting out of my credit. Headphones in, listen to get shooting star, shooting star.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robbie Anderson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker booting a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Safety.
A full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your
That's
safeties.
right,
When you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And his throw's going to be
How the
incomplete.
fuck I didn't even
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts.
He dropped it, bro.
And the contact really timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls
Negative.
like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is good from 57 yards out.
First down, nigga dropped the ball.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they were ringing him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
But you pay a nigga back to save your life. But I'm gonna get it right. Trying to ball.
The Browns drive about to get started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes to his technique.
Chill out, man.
To see the quarterback throw the ball.
That should be working.
The receiver is running his route, allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
So you drop the fucking ball,
inside the 20.
then you fucking go down off of that.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Hurts. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down.
Damn good shit,
The 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it, looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And now look at him go. 20.
Another right foot.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game.
What's the tease?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that.
I want him to lead it, he'll lead it. When I don't want him to lead it, he lead the ball.
Taken from about the 12. And And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You get
Well,
whenever you get an opportunity, you can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And
This shit only happened to me.
Try and score when given the opportunity. But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Oh, this game.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's
I don't know how he just threw my guy off like that. Free run.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Allen. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
What are you doing? That shit's on, bro.
19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And defensively, they were in zone
Nothing
coverage.
in front of
You
you.
have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
But Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Zaven Collins able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Waiting for the fucking ball.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right at the 35. There he goes, right side. And touchdown, Cleveland. A punt return of 65 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I can't block 3 people.
Back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And what the fuck?
Incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target.
God.
That'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there.
Shit don't happen to nobody else.
The options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Bro, I don't think that's a quarterback,
Throw
bro.
here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run.
Try to catch the ball and then just completely miss it.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Being chased out left.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
Touchdown, Panthers. Tony Pollard, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver.
Bro,
He
what the
rifles
fuck?
one that's intercepted.
Who are you throwing the ball at? Nobody catching that.
It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a
Fucking flat route. You're throwing in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to air one out for Anderson.
Oh, jump.
Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They go play action with Hurts. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either...
Yeah, shit.
He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Pat Fryermuth from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Allen.
Where is my pass?
Downfield by Anderson. And he will be taken down. But a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
This fucking child?
Nice pickup of 9
yards. I did not like that.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On play action, Allen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
Oh, my God. Why are you jumping behind the ball?
He's out of bounds right at the 3. They
Front
get
of
7
it.
out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he is into the touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Hurts. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
As fast as good, right?
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play.
Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And these are the kind of plays that defenders dream about. The chance to get a big running start and go after the quarterback. He was not at all put off by the option. I think he committed to the quarterback right from the out.
He forces one there. It's a potential
intercepted. Picked off by David Long. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, had a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step?
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. George Karlaftis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Allen to throw it.
Complete to Mooney on the slant.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open down.
Cyril Douglas can't cover a running back.
James Cook, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Shaquille Leonard picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.